Hi, Pisces. This is your reading for the time period of March 2022. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're visiting, welcome to Amani's Lightwork. Okay, so before I begin your reading, I just want to let you guys know that there's a few new cases available in the Keys to Akasha section of my channel. Please feel free to view them. You may also comment if you have any questions, comments, and or concerns. If you do have inquiries about cases that you'd like to see me cover on my channel, you can comment below the most recent posts that I have in the community section of the channel, and then you can also send me a DM on my Instagram page at AmaniEV777. You can also email iofakasha108@gmail.com. All right, so let's see what energies are coming through for you. Please keep in mind that these readings are interpreted. That implies that I'm using my ability and the meanings of the cards to get the readings done. Okay. I'm getting something about like, what do you call it? I'm getting something about like a closet. I don't know, something is important about a closet space or a closet period. I don't know why. That could be an analogy for something. I don't know if that's like, that could be an analogy for sexuality. That could be literal, where something is in it or you need to put something in it. Something could be in it that is, I also get life saving. Something could be in it that is life saving, whatever that means to you. Okay. Or something could be like, if something is something that you have going on, if it's something that may be closeted about something that you have going on. I don't know if it could be a document, it could be something emotional that is going on with you. It could be like some type of emotional security. It could be like I also get something about a passport, something maybe important about a passport and that you have, right? So whereas it could be something more behavioral, emotional, associated to your behavioral health, your emotional health, you can use that as an analogy. Or if you use it in the literal sense where something is in there that you, I get, want to keep hidden. There's something that you have in your, it doesn't have to be a closet space, there's just something that you want, something that you have hidden, you want it to remain hidden. But I was also picking up something about a passport. So something maybe important about a passport that you want to keep hidden, if that makes any sense. Or if you don't have a passport, you may want to get one, or you need a new one. It just depends on what's going on. Something is important about some type of identification, because a passport is used for identification purposes. That is how it's also used. But if you need it, if it has something to do with something else, like passports will take you out the country, wherever country that you're in, they'll take you out of the country. But it's like something is really cryptic about how you deal or how you talk about a passport. It could be someone else's passport, it could be yours. It just depends on what's going on. Or some type of ID, period, is some type of ID that you possess. I get only some type of ID you possess. Maybe only some people know about that ID that you have. I don't know, something about that. And it could have something to do with a company that you work for. There may be something really private. I get something about like a key card. There's something private about a key card that you have or you were given. It just depends on what it is, what you're using it for. The Ten of Wands is here. So the Ten of Wands would be, it says oppression at the bottom, but you could be dealing with fire signs. So you're dealing with Aries, Leo, Sag elements, okay? Some of them could be partners, some of them could be people that you work with, that you see every day, etc., right? With the something that may be difficult about them. And I'm getting this idea of something that they're either not giving or sharing with you, or something you're not giving or sharing with them. And it may have something to do with some type of ID. It could have something to do with, I'm getting this idea of company access. Something may be difficult about you having access to some type of company. It could be company money. It could be money from like an agency. It could be some type of money that you want to have access to. It's either you have access to it or you don't, and you're trying to obtain access to it, or it's the fire sign energy that you're tied to. They want access to it, and maybe you only can have access to something specific, if that makes any sense. So there's a need to, if it's not only fire sign, the Ten of Wands is like, if there's a burden with you trying to obtain some type of access to something. It could be an account, it could be like some type of company funds, it could be accessing. If it's not anything like that, you may try to get into some type of club. I'm just giving that as an example. Some type of club, it could be a lounge, it could be a meeting, those kind of things you may also want access to, or the fire sign energy does. But somebody needs some type of special identification. So either you do or the fire sign energy does. Okay. All right, so the starting point has the Eight of Interference. Okay, so the Eight of Interference would be some type of communication as well, or like, I don't know if this is something that is going on like cyber wise, like with the internet, computer access. It could be phone, laptop access that you're trying to get as well. If the Eight of Swords is there and it looks like this, it kind of looks like a TV or like a computer screen, a laptop screen, iPad screen, that you may want like a passcode to. That's what I was getting the idea of access, a passcode to get into. It's also air element, so you could be dealing with air signs as well, but you know, it just depends on what's going on. If it's not air sign, then it does have something to do, I get a vacation. It has something to do with a vacation that you either took the vacation already. All right, let me try to take my time with this. You either took the vacation already and something's going on. I get a payment. You took a vacation already, something's going on with a payment, or you are going to be taking a vacation. It's an 8 too, so you may be taking a vacation in July. In July or August, or that may it could be a 2-month long vacation that you're planning on taking. And I keep getting this idea of a payment. So either something's going on with your money now, and you need to make. You could have made a payment. I mean, typically when people go on vacations in the summertime, they plan it like they plan from the beginning of the damn year, and sometimes even the prior year, like before the ball drops in the city. I'm talking about before the new year begins. Some people plan their trips very strategically, and what it feels like is that you either waited till the last minute to make some type of payment, or you need the money to make some type of payment for a vacation that you plan on taking in the summertime, if that makes any sense, right? And if it's not that, it's like I get spent too much. You may have spent too much on a vacation that you took already, or that you're going to take, if that makes any sense. You could have made a down payment on a vacation that you plan on taking, or when you took already, you paid too much for, right? I do get this idea of a reimbursement. So you may be trying to get through a company. You could be trying to get some type of reimbursement for a vacation through a company that you work for, or you don't work for the company. So what's going on here? If you have some type of access and using the IDs and things of that nature, that could be through a job. That may be something that you yourself are allowed to do in some type of company or organization, some type of special access that you have to some type of funds. It could be like the way your job is set up, that you have access to it. You have access to company funds that allows you to go on vacations because of the role that you play in a job, things that you can use. I'll give you a really interesting example. So like my sister has this thing, like it's like, you know, like corporate corporate perks and things of that nature that you can share with family, and they can get discounts and whatever it is. So that may be something that your job set up, but I keep getting this idea of a reimbursement. So either you did that already and you want a reimbursement, or you plan on doing that and you're trying to set up the reimbursement procedure for when the vacation is over, or you already did it and you're trying to get the money back, or to the company or to yourself. Eight of Swords. But something is difficult because you either can't do it, or I get too late. You either can't do it or it's too late to do, because there may have been a date that you had to do. Okay, there may have been a date that you were probably meant to meet that you missed for the reimbursement procedure to take place, if that makes any sense. If that's not the case, that's like one element of this. If that's not the case, if that's not only the case, the access and things of that nature and the IDs and whatever it is, I get that they either don't work for you, for whatever reason you're using it, that something may not be working for you. Some type of access may not be it could be with an air sign or a fire sign. Like, it's like something's going on with your communication with them and something that they need. It just depends on what's going on. The position has the Princess of Cups energy. So the Princess of Cups will be a water sign. That's a woman. You could be embodying this as well, or you're dealing with an external Princess of Cups energy in the waiting position, right? I get she can't come. So I'm looking at them. If they're external, she can't come. She can't do this. She can't do that. She can't come with us, whatever that means. This person can't come somewhere. I don't know. Or they can't go somewhere, or they can't come somewhere with you. They can't go somewhere with you. Something like that. Right? So somebody could be saying, if this is you, somebody could be saying to you, you can't come, you can't go, you can't whatever. Right? Or if there's someone external, that's what you're expressing to this person. But I keep getting ID. So you're expressing that to this person because they need some type of ID that they do not possess. That's why the 8 of interference is there. So I'll see what's going on here. Say you have some type of special leeway in a job or a workplace or organization. You want a family member, a friend, a cousin, a sibling, some Princess of Cups energy to tag along with you. They don't belong, or they don't work for the same organization that you work for. They may work for another organization. They may not have a job. They may not, whatever. So the 8 of interference will be that you're trying to get them in to do something specific with you, but they can't, or they may experience some type of rejection with something that you're trying to do, like that. So it has something to do with a vacation. It has something to do with a vacation that you're planning on taking with this person, or like, I don't have the money. They don't have the money to do something with you. So your concern is that you may have paid for a certain number of people to come with you, or you paid, what's another scenario? You could have already paid for some type of vacancy for something, but if you didn't include them because either you didn't know that they wanted to tag along, or you're not able to tag along, but you're trying to tweak some things so that they can, but through tweaking some things you have to undo what you already did, if that makes any sense. So you're like, I already put it, it's too late for me to reverse this payment, to get a reimbursement for this, that, and a third, to add this person in, if that makes any sense. So that's what it seems like. It seems like that may be one scenario. If it doesn't only have anything to do with a vacation, then it has to do, I get favoritism. If it's not anything to do with a vacation only, then it may have something to do with some type of favoritism that you experience in some type of environment, or they experience in some type of environment. It annoys you. So when I said that it annoys you for some reason, it annoys you, whatever that means. Like some type of favoritism they experience, it bothers you, right? So whatever it is that's going on, like the favoritism with them is that they could be in a family. They may work with you. They may, what's another scenario? They work with you. They're in a family. They I don't have access to something. They don't have access to something, but maybe you do, or they have access to something and maybe you don't, whatever that means. But if they do have access to something I don't know how to use, they have access to something that they don't know how to use, or they weren't trained to use, or you do. I don't know if you weren't trained to use something specific, whatever the situation is. If this is a job, if it's something a little bit more intimate, then it has something to do with a vacation or something that you want to do, and they want to tag along, and you're like, I can't take you, or I get status, I can't take you because of some type of status. So something may be going on with their status in life or yours, something like that. Okay. The present has the Aeon. This is a judgment card. So the judgment that you may be experiencing, I get treatment. The judgment you may be experiencing could have something to do with some type of treatment of this person, or treatment of this person, or treatment of how you're treated in a situation, or how they treat you. That's where the judgment is coming from in the present, right? That's what I keep being drawn to the idea of some type of ID. Like something is important about an ID. Something is important about some type of ID that you were given. You were given or you were not given. They were given or they were not given. Whatever this is, wherever this is happening. This could be happening in a family. This could be happening in a workplace, in a relationship. If you're a man, this person could be your partner. And if you're a man, this person could be your partner. And they may not be something that you have going on in your job, they want to be a part of. Whether you're a woman or a man, this person could be your partner. They just want to be a part of a situation that they're not a part of. And the issue, the barrier that you have with that is that they don't have some type of identification to get into, or access to get into something with you, vice versa. But the judgment is like, the judgment with the Eight of Swords, the eight of interference has something to do with social media as well. So whatever you experience with this person, they talk about, like, on social media. Whatever they experience with you talk about on social media, or you may talk about it on social media indirectly. That happens with this person, right? I get something about a code. Something may be coded about how you talk about this person, or something may be coded about how they talk about you, how they express something that you did, something or that they did, whatever it is. But there's judgment there. So there's either judgment resides with the idea with some type of, from the beginning, judgment resides with the idea of some type of access that you have, that maybe only a few people know that you have some type of access to, whatever the hell that means. And then the access, and then another storyline to it is that something that you are privy to, this person wants to be involved in, and they are over you and you're not, or you are over them and they're not. But somebody's talking about that on social media for whatever reason, or something's going on here with a trip, and you're like, Eight of Swords with the Princess of Cups. I already paid for this, that, and the third. If it's not a trip, then it's like an invitation to something that you have access to, and they're trying to be a part of that, whatever. Right? So the Knight of Wands is the rock star. The Knight of Wands could be a Sag, could also be a Leo and Aries man. The Instincts has the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles would be, that's why I said something about money being strange. For some of you, something's going on with money, right? Something you're thinking about, financial worry. And it says worry at the bottom. So you're worried about money. That's why I was getting the reimbursements and payments and things of that nature. You know what's interesting that's coming to mind too is that I feel like I'm being drawn to this idea of someone could have watched you pay for something that you really didn't have to pay for, if that makes any sense. So Somebody watch you pay for something that you did not have to pay for, and it could be either a Knight of Wands that watch you pay for something, or someone, or the Princess of Cups watch you pay for something that you really didn't need to pay for, right? But it takes it back to the idea of some type of access, IDs, money. Someone could be talking about some type of money that I get lack of. Somebody could be talking about some type of lack of money that you have. Somebody could be talking about some type of lack of money that you have. You either lack some type of money for, it could be, I mean, when people say lack of money, it doesn't mean like all your money. Lack of money could be for a specific situation that you're dealing with somebody here. Like a specific situation, like going somewhere, doing something specific. Could be where, okay, this vacation is expensive. I need to cut back on this payment with this vacation. I can't make this payment for this vacation right now. You cannot. But somebody watch you express that, and it's like somebody watch you express that, or you watch someone. It's like you may sit back and watch someone express that constantly. When you can help someone, or someone can help you. So that's either a Knight of Wands, or that's the Princess of Cups energy. Or that could be how the Knight of Wands treats and handles the Princess of Cups energy. That's what a judgment is in the present. Because it feels like, it feels like a situation. What this feels like, another scenario of this as well too. I get something about a sibling. Something may be going on with your sibling, whether your sibling is a water sign or not. Like if this could be happening to a friend. Something may be going on with a friend, right? So if it's I'm gonna go with the idea of a sibling. If you have a sibling that they're embodying Princess of Cups energy, that doesn't have to be their sign. Your sibling could be embodying Princess of Cups energy, and their partner could be a Knight of Wands. So there's a vacation or a trip that you may have already planned and paid for. And through your company, for some of you, or you did what you came out your own pocket for it, but you already did it. But I feel bad. So coming out your own pocket for it, or you got the hookup through a company or organization that you work for, but you feel bad for paying for it or doing it without someone specific. So what's happening with it is that the sibling idea, I get left out. You have a sibling that may feel really left out in a situation. You have a sibling that the Knight of Wands could be a sibling, right? So the Princess of Cups, you could be embodying Princess of Cups energy, but that could be somebody else. This could also be a sibling. For some of you, the Princess of Cups could also be a sibling. Somebody that's embodying that, or that could be one of their signs, right? The Knight of Wands could also be a sibling. But I feel like they don't care about someone. So when I say the Knight of Wands also being a sibling, they don't care about someone. I don't know how they feel about you, or I don't know how they feel about a water sign female, another water sign female. Or I see what's going on here. Like there's a situation, if you say you're a guy, and the Princess of Cups energy could be a sibling, the Knight of Wands could be a sibling. I'm gonna go with that example first. These could be siblings that is like, that's what I was getting the idea of favoritism and allowing someone to do something specific, this, that, and the third, right? So what's happening with that is that it's like, I also get something about like a family trip. Something could be going on here with a family trip that you could be taking or planning to take with a Princess of Cups and a Knight of Wands. But one of them doesn't have money, or one of them doesn't have enough money, if that makes any sense. You could be that person that maybe you don't have enough money to do something specific. That's why I was getting reimbursements and things of that nature. But can pay for someone. You can pay for someone that is one of these elements that's shown up here like a sibling. Or one of them is shown up there like a partner. Like the Princess of Cups could be a partner to you, and you may feel bad for the Princess of Cups. Or someone feels bad for you. The Knight of Wands I get an ex. One Knight of Wands energy could be an ex to you, or they're a new partner. or they're in the family. They're somebody that they could be a sibling too, and something's going on with them. I get access to something. Something's going on with their access to something. They have access to something or they don't. Right? Another scenario of it as well too, if it's not a sibling family relationship thing, the Knight of Wands could be a partner to a Princess of Cups energy. And they may not care. That's why I said this person doesn't care. They may not care about a Princess of Cups energy, or they don't care about something that is going on with you. Something like that is going on. All right, so the Two of Pentacles is an accomplishment. So the Two of Pentacles would mean, that's why I was getting the reimbursement and payments and paying for something and interference. Somebody talking about something online and it's embarrassing, whatever the situation is, involving money and vacations and not going and family trips and whatever it is that's going on there. Or there's some access to company funds and certain people not having it, you having it, they have it, and they don't care about somebody else not having it. Whatever it is, there's a lot going on there that's like that. So the Two of Pentacles will mean financial balance. Like you're trying to balance your finances. But I get this idea of canceling a trip or contemplating canceling some type of trip, because like you're really concerned. You're really concerned with whether someone is able to go or not. Or somebody not being able to go at all. That's why there's the worry. If it's not only the Princess of Cups, the Pentacles may reside with Earth energy as well. There could be an Earth sign energy. I get tagging along. The Earth sign may tag along, or they want to. They want to. Or they wanted to, if that makes any sense. They may have wanted to. Or tagging along could also be, if it's not a vacation or a venue, a party, an event, it has something to do with, it's a family vacation, then I get involvement. Then it just has something to do with somebody being involved in a situation. The Earth sign being involved, Princess of Cups being involved, the Knight of Wands being involved. But I get picky. So the Knight of Wands is a pick. That's why the Ten of Wands is underneath. The Knight of Wands is a picky individual. They're very picky. They're picky in terms of who. It could be them that's talking about the access to things and events and family trips and excursions and what's another scenario? In a workplace and access and IDs and whatever it is that's going on. Private parties, VIP, I don't know, something like that. There's different things that are going on here in terms of access and people and exes. This could be the way an ex is moving with you, the way an ex is moving with a new person that they're dealing with. How the way an ex is moving. The Princess of Cups, I try to stay clear of energy of kids, but the Princess of Cups could be a child as well, that your partner or your current partner or ex-partner is how they handle their own child, their own partner, their own sibling. Or they could be your sibling and another sibling is treating them weirdly. It just depends on what's going on. But there's money, there's I get family money. There's an issue also with some type of family money that somebody wants someone to stay clear of. So somebody may want you to stay clear of some type of family money. The Knight of Wands may want someone specific to stay clear of some type of family money. They want the Princess of Cups to stay clear. I get know of. They want the Princess of Cups to either know of some type of family money, or they don't want them to know about some type of family money. And the secrecy with the access and traveling and the trips and the excursions and the events is because there's a card or somebody uses family money at certain situations that someone is not supposed to know about, but they may already know about. Like it could be something that you don't know about, and maybe other people, maybe an ex knows something, maybe a partner, a friend, a family member knows something that you do that they only know about, and the Princess of Cups, whatever. It's happening in a family, happening in a job, it's happening in a relationship, something like that. And there's kids involved, or a younger sibling involved. I get embarrassed. A younger sibling may be embarrassed, or a sibling may be embarrassed. Like a sibling that is in your age group may be embarrassed. Somebody's embarrassed about something that is happening. The Queen of Cups energy is there, the therapist. So the Queen of Cups, this could be you or an external Queen of Cups energy, right? So another Queen of Cups, like I said, could be another water sign that's a woman, but they're older. Like they look a little aged as well. They got gray hair and everything. So this could be someone that's old, like old as in like 50, 60, 70, 80, is a queen. Right, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, that's an older matriarch woman. They're next to the Prince of Cups. So they're in your spiritual self, because I feel like, and it says the therapist as well. So they're in your spiritual self would mean either you perceive yourself, if this is if you're embodying Queen of Cups energy in the spiritual self, it would mean that you listen to your own advice. You listen to your own advice. If this person is external from you, then this is someone that is giving you spiritual advice. I get about a family member. They're giving you spiritual advice about another family member. They're giving you, if they're external, they're giving you advice about yourself. If this is not you embodying this, you could be a man and you're embodying Queen of Cups. You give yourself your own feminine advice, your own masculine advice. They're external. They're giving you advice on you yourself, or another family member, or someone that you were dealing with in the past or the present, or knowledge of what is going on with a sibling, or how siblings treat each other, how co-workers handle each other, how people treat each other in a company, and that could be a situation too. How people treat each other in a company, in an organization. Five of Pentacles. So if the Five of Pentacles isn't only financial worry, then you may be concerned about an earth sign. Right? The Queen of Cups energy may tell you to communicate with an earth sign. They may tell you to. They may try to talk to a Knight of Wands. They get through to them. It has something to do with getting through to the Knight of Wands. Getting through to them. Getting through to them about having somebody work somewhere. Having somebody work, live. What's another situation? Vacation with. Do things like that. Fun things with someone. But I get this interesting situation about social. So either something may be going on with your social health or your social life, or something's going on with the Knight of Wands energy, social life, Queen of Cups, Princess of Cups, Earth sign. Something's going on with somebody's social life. Like somebody's social life may be deteriorating or something. The Six of Wands is the victory card. It's in the mentality. So there's victory with dealing with the fire sign. So like I said, you could be dealing with fire sign men and women. It just depends on what's going on. But there's victory with concern about money. Okay, so if victory is in the mentality and Five of Pentacles is in the instincts, then some type of money that you are hoping to get back, I get that they would give you. So I'm looking at the Knight of Wands. There's some type of money that you may have been hoping that the Knight of Wands would give you, the Sag, the Aries, the Leo, that they would give you in regards to somebody else or in regards to yourself. There's victory with that. So which means that they will end up giving you back or giving you some type of money, period. So it could be child support and things of that nature too. It could be, you know what's interesting? I'm getting something about a sibling rivalry. Something may be going on with a sibling rivalry that somebody can't let go of. Somebody can't let it go for some reason. It's something maybe weird. It is the swords kind of give me the idea of mental. Something maybe psychologically going on with someone with sibling rivalry. It's psychological for somebody. It could be psychological for them, whatever, or a family rivalry, something like that is going on. There's some type of rivalry that is taking place that people, it's either known or it's unknown that the rivalry, like somebody's trying to be really private about the fact that they do have, like, I get deep rooted sorrow. Somebody's trying to be really private about the fact that they have some type of deep rooted sorrow about something or someone. Like somebody has deep rooted sorrow. Do you have deep rooted sorrow? Somebody has deep rooted sorrow about a situation. There's a deep rooted sorrow. Like, this is interesting. Somebody has, okay, one element about this is that somebody has some type of deep rooted sorrow that they can't let go of. I keep being drawn back to the sibling rivalry. It's because of some type of sibling rivalry that something doesn't make any sense about it though. But it's psychological for someone. So which means that they can't, it's like regression from, it could be childhood trauma as well too. Swords kind of giving that idea. The interference kind of giving that feeling of trauma. So there could be traumatic experiences that could be why somebody can't let go of something that happened in the past. I don't know. Something like that is going on there. I don't know if you're working with, this could be if it's a workplace environment, you could be dealing with someone that somebody's projecting their trauma to other people, but they don't notice that they're doing that. I don't know. Something like that is going on. And the Knight of Wands is in the future, so I feel like it's some type of trauma. They experience some type of traumatic experience that it projects outwardly to how they treat you, how they treat a Queen of Cups, how they treat a Princess of Cups or Earth sign, somebody. Somebody's projecting it. It's psychological for them, and it's like it's deep rooted trauma that they're not healing from. The Five of Cups is a disappointment. Disappointment is changing, which is good. So any kind of disappointment that you probably, I don't know if you had some type of disappointment with these water sign females here. One is older, one is younger. Somebody's embodying that as well, or it's you. It's your energy. So it's like disappointment is changing. So if the Prince of Cups ever treated you some type of way that you may have felt strange, that is that, anything related to that is changing. Right? Or I don't know, something's going on there. Something's going on emotionally with, so there's, I don't know, it's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here that is, one element of what's happening is because if you have any siblings, there's like this weird sibling rivalry that is floating, that is like this. The way people are handling it is very subtle, but is deep rooted. The spirit emphasized deep rooted trauma. There's a sibling that isn't healing from that, but they're moving like they're okay psychologically and emotionally. They may operate like they are okay, but they're not okay. So it could be the Knight of Wands, fire sign male. The Queen of Cups, I feel like, is trying to help. A Queen of Cups that's external is trying to help. Whatever. They're trying to help. They're trying to get someone involved. I don't know. It feels like somebody that is, whether this is a work environment or it's a relationship or it's like a family situation, somebody's letting like trauma they experienced in the past to determine how they should treat people. I don't know if you're doing that, or the water signs. I feel like I affected by. They're affected by somebody's unhealed trauma. If that makes any sense, they're impacted by somebody else's unhealed trauma. So that's why the Knight of Wands is in the future. It could be the Ten of Wands, Six of Victory. Could be that maybe something's working money-wise with them, but I have a lot of healing to do. They have a lot of healing to do, but they may help with some type of money. But besides the money, they can't let go of some type of problem that they have, that they may not see that they have. Something like that. The resolution has the Ten of Cups, so there's family here. There's family with the Ten of Cups, and then in the resolution. So the family, I mean, disappointment is changing, which is good. So anything related to family, family may need healing. Family needs fixing. Family needs whatever. Family needs therapy, therapists. The Queen of Wands external, that could be you. You could be that. You could be embodying that energy as queen, whether you're a man or a woman. But feminine side, if you're a man. But the Queen of Cups, if they're external, like the matriarch, they're the ones that may be healing. They're trailblazing, and they may be the ones that heal a family. Don't even notice. So when I hit that note, they don't even notice that that's what you're doing. Or you don't notice that that's what you're doing. Or you need to do that. I don't know, something like that. You may need to do that. But it has something to do with access and what do you call it? What's that word that I was getting? It could be estrangement going on in a family environment. It could be people acting really estranged from each other or a particular person, or they're being prejudiced. You can be prejudiced in a family. You can be prejudiced of a particular person in a family, and something about that is mentally deteriorating. Something about that could be emotionally and mentally deteriorating the person that is impacted by it. So that may be something you experience, or I feel like you could be an outside looking into that's happening to somebody. But the person that is doing it is unhealed, or the person that is causing the deep rooted sorrow is unhealed, is an unhealed person. And it could be the Knight of Wands. All right, let me do an outcome here. Queen of Cups external is trying to help with that. So, right, so if it's not family only, then it's happening in a workplace. The Knight of Wands could be a boss. The Knight of Wands could be a boss or supervisor of a situation, and something's going on with someone particular. I get that you want to work with. Something's going on particular with someone that they want to work with, or you want to work with. Something like that. So it's happening in like an organization with access. It could be happening with how something going on here with a trip. It could be happening in a family environment with trips and organizing. Who gets to go? Who doesn't get to go? Relationship, exes, money, how somebody's treating somebody. I don't know, something like that. Let me do an outcome here. So the Four of Wands is here because you reside with them, or they may come into the Knight of Wands may end up in your space. And then the Three of Pentacles is here. So there's business with the fire sign, period. So there's business with the Sag, Aries, Leo. You have a business going on with them. But that's what's going on. And I get getting money back for someone. You may get some type of money back for someone. You may get some type of money back for someone, or you try to get them to give you some type of money for someone or yourself, period. Something like that that's going on. So it could be related to like a workplace where, like, say you work somewhere, but only maybe only certain colleagues are invited to something specific. I don't know, something like that. And you may be speaking up for a coworker that is out of the loop. You could be speaking up for a coworker that is out of the loop. You could be that out of the loop coworker. Or it's happening in a family with, like, there's unhealed trauma in a family that somebody's like walking with it on their shoulder and it shows, but someone may not be telling them that it shows. And then because of that, it's affecting other people. So that could be a supervisor or a boss that has unhealed trauma, and they're impacting other co-workers in an interesting way. All right. Let me know how it resonates, Pisces. Be well. Take care. Bye.